Okay. Wait, okay, hold on, shit. Wait, hold on. Hold on, let me go back. Okay, that I gotta actually show. Okay, that was actually legit really funny. Hold on.
Oh, that's a great.
Hold on,
my gosh.
hold on. I'm going back. This we gotta actually show. This is actually legitimately a great joke. Hold on. Is that what you think? Hold on. Great. Oh my goodness. Con do you think would be sad enough to use a chatbot to talk to?
Do I have to say it? Do I have to say it, Chingus? You know who I would say. Sure, it's the comedy version, but it's pretty apt.
ChatGPT, tell me, am I a better leader than Megatron?
Yes, Starscream, you certainly are.
Oh, I knew you.
Also, Sugiura here is about to drop a huge plot twist on us. He's been lying about his identity. Oh my gosh, hold on a second. We got a huge plot twist coming.
僕の本当の名前はね。
Uh-huh.
寺沢文也。
Oh, okay.
お前に焼き殺された。
That's why he got so worked up when Kido admitted that Shono fucking killed Emi. That's why he was so worked up. I was like, damn, buddy, calm down. It's like, oh, okay. There's a personal angle. They're related. Let's go. He's got a knife. The next story is called that. Wow. Oh my gosh, we're really gonna be calling it that. Remember, Nick, Ken Penders is a champion of all women. He's such a champion of women, Nick, that Princess Sally has now just become entirely dependent on her daddy. A strong man.
Yeah.
What a true feminist he is.
Yeah. I ain't the same husband I once was. Must have done something wrong that I'd end up in a ditch like this.
You don't say.
I'd be told by my own daughter to fuck off. I'd make my own lovebird cower. That's not how a good man end up. This ain't right. I ain't right.
Well, hey, you know what? Admitting that is the first step to recovery.
Now you just gotta live.
Exactly. Now you just gotta live. Got a weapon? Oh my gosh, he's doing the thing! Oh my gosh! Ah! Lelouch v. Britannia orders you. Those of you who are my enemies, die immediately, here and now! Low-tier Lelouch, you should kill yourself, now! Lelouch really be here being fucking low-tier god. Just, you should...
Low-tier god.
Low-tier Lelouch, Nick. Just... Use all my enemies serve zero purpose. You should kill yourself now. Give someone else a piece of that oxygen. Cause what are you here to live for? Nothing. Like lightning's gonna be like coming out of his eyes as he says this. Oh my gosh. Oh no, I hear him. He's crawling his way back up. Persistent, aren't we? Oh, is that adrenaline? He shot himself with some adrenaline! Okay! We got a phase 2! We got a phase 2! He's got adrenaline in his system! Alright. If Sally does not go along, I'll need to know if my other option. Ah! Oh, let's. Yeah! Oh my gosh! Ah! Oh my goodness, Nick! He's bringing the skunk back into her love life. Ah! He's coming back into her love life. Ah! I hate this so much, man. This is what when is it gonna get good? When are we gonna get to good stuff, Nick?
Out for a while.
2.5 years later.
Focaccia Bluffs. Oddly quiet in here. When I gone through, I couldn't ask for more. I was expecting myself to be awash with old memories, but they feel more like a tingle in the back of my head. Already something's changed. The front of the station was being renovated. I had to walk through a maze of side corridors just to exit the place. Walking out the underground tunnel, the full blast of sun strikes my eyes. That's... he lost his arm! Damn, he got a purple heart! Ah, shit! Sorry. I don't know.
Speaking of fetishes, want to talk about rats?
What type of segue is that? What the
That's very interesting.
Whoa! I never expected
not-
you to
I'm
be the
not-
type of guy to make that segue. Whoa! Okay.
アドデック9の副作用は被験者に激しい頭痛を起こさせ
Oh, it's the
眼球を青
eyes!
く染めます
That's why they goes out the eyes!
そうなってはもう助からない青くなるのはアドデック9に由来する毒素がたまるためだと生野君は言ってましたそれは紛れもない人体実験の物証となってしまうだからカムロ町で見つかる死体からは常に眼球が持ちていた
The eyes is really turning into a whole.
処理していま
But
した
now he is dead.
Gosh. Oh my gosh, wait! Wait! Charmy's royalty? Charmy's royalty, Nick? What? How many characters are actually royalty this whole time? Oh my gosh! Oh, I feel so bad for the king then. Oh my goodness. That's who's gonna take up the crown. Oh boy. One guy I was stationed with, Miller, had a diamond in his girlfriend's name on his left wrist. This has to be a Metal Gear reference. Said that the memory of her helped keep his aim steady.
Cute.
She tapped away at the surface of my wooden prosthesis.
Can you feel it?
Try a little higher. I pointed her near to where... Nah, you know what? At this point, man, since we're all here talking about it, we might as well just start early, even though there's like a minute left on the timer. We might as well just start early. I'm unmuting now.
Well, tell me. All right. Now we can talk about Azrael, whitest, the most Aryan man in the Bat family.
I just unmuted.
Okay.
The
Yes.
most Aryan man.
So
in
I
the
do have a
family.
question. So not in Changus. When
Yeah.
you look at Azrael in the Arkham games specifically,
Okay. What about
do
Azrael?
you think that he looks like a black person in an outfit, or he's wearing black paint?
In Arkham? Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, I posted the
No.
image. Arkham
Don't look it up. Don't look it up off the top of your head.
Oh, well, too late.
I think it's
I looked up Arkham Knight Azrael. But
Last I remember of like the design from the Arkhamverse, part of me kind of just bought it was like black paint to hide his features.
I mean, obviously, it's Carrie Payton voicing him, so black from that. But just from a visual design,
I
it
mean,
looks like he's wearing eye paint.
I guess you could maybe argue that, but I'm not gonna lie, man. Like like when you hear Carrie Payton's voice. Okay. Also, by the way, we pretty much sound good, so we'll just zoop. There we go. There we go. Oh, I never changed Ninjago's avatar. He's still a big daddy. that's
we'll
funny.
keep it.
That's
we'll
fun.
keep it. I like this outfit.
Oh, okay. You get to be.
And I'll be doing Minerva's. I'm pretty sure I'll be doing Minerva's DLC, the Minerva's Dream DLC.
Oh, okay. So you can still
Or
be
my
big,
next 2 cents.
You can still be a big daddy.
Minerva's Den.
2 cents lore. Ninjago just got stuck in the suit.
Exactly. There we go. But
We still haven't figured out how to get him out yet.
exactly. But no, for Asriel, like I guess you could say, sure, you could argue maybe he does like look like a white dude, but when you have Carrie Payton voicing him, like it's really hard to imagine that's a white dude.
It's very clear he's black. It's very clear he's black. But my point was that the common image of Asriel is going to be informed by Nightfall, which is still a very popular Batman book. And Asriel's just like the whitest son of a bitch in there. And then the Arkham games where he's black. So I think most people, your average person is going to have this like amalgamated version of Asriel. Maybe they just think he's like race swapped if they think about it.
Ooh, this is a cool suit. Damn. Look at you, Asriel.
Which one are you looking at?
I should be sharing my screen.
The comics.
So.
Oh, here.
Hey, you
Well,
got,
currently the screen. This.
Wait, can you not see?
Okay, yeah.
Because
I was looking at the
also,
streams screen.
Well, I'm also sharing this in Discord, so that way it's we got quicker response time between what we're doing here. I might as well just show this off.
Yeah, that's they actually swap out the colors a bit for the Batman Fugitive part. Yeah, Azra does show up in Batman Fugitive, and he's crazy.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Before to go on a tangent from the tangent. So Lego Batman 4 face planted at the second half of the final level.
Damn. Like is it just not fun?
They just made a really stupid choice.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you... Okay, so spoilers for Lego Batman 4.
Okay.
But they really shouldn't have done this in the first place. Also, this happened in the last major Batman video game. They repeated a story beat from
Arkham.
You haven't played it, so you won't know. Not Arkham.
Oh, okay. Huh.
It's Gotham Knights.
Oh, okay.
Talia ends up being the final boss.
Oh, okay.
She was crazy. This is crazy evil Talia.
Yeah.
Crazy bitch
Except
Talia.
this time,
Alright.
except this time, here's the funny twist. This time, she wears the Azrael armor.
Talia's that's funny.
The twist is that it has no build up whatsoever and just comes out of nowhere.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Look at this dude. That's 90s.
90s.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. 90s edge, baby. Yeah.
John Paul Valley looking like.
No, go
ahead.
That's not even the final form of the outfit.
Oh, that's great.
Look at that. You can see it in the action figures.
Oh. Yeah.
The red one.
The red one? Why is he red?
Well, it's the idea in the book that when he becomes Batman, he subconsciously is trying to turn Batman into Azrael. So the costume becomes closer and closer to Azrael. It's a good result.
Okay. Oh, that's kind of
Like the whole idea is that he's like a misguided kid that
It's
Batman
not
is
just
trying to.
it's not just misguided, and it's not just like misguided. The man, John Powell Valley is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He literally has a fire spirit telling him to exert justice by murder.
Okay, cool. Man, I love 90s Edge, man. It's really fun to look at.
I know I said this previously and I got shouted down. But I still think it would be a cool idea to have Cassandra and Jean Paul Valley have a romance.
That is
I think it'll fit
that is a
both of them.
weird ass romance.
What?
I'm not gonna lie. It'd be interesting to see, but that'd be weird.
So it makes sense from a thematic level.
Oh, okay.
Where Cassandra is all about redemption. Like every one of her stories, it's about a bad guy doing crazy bad stuff and being redeemed.
Yeah.
And then that's just basically Jean Paul Valley. So it would work. It would.
I guess I could understand.
Sort of
Yeah, I could kind of see where you're coming from. Okay.
It would also work from like. I remember the concept that Gail Simone wanted to do, which Gail Simone did, but this was a good idea from her, were to make Batgirl a Christian, Cassandra Christian.
Oh.
And then you could use Azrael, Jean Paul Valley, who was a Christian, and then introduce that concept through him as well.
Ah, interesting. Okay. All right then, man. Azrael's just really fun.
I just think it's I think it's a sort of kind of weird, but if you really think about it, it kind of works. Unutilized pair ups because it really works on the map.
Okay. I kind of get where you're coming from now. I just think it's just. I think
it is weird.
It is definitely a weird matchup. But okay. Man, 90s Edge is fun. Look, I'm just keep looking at Azrael, man. This guy's got some goofy 90s
Jean
Edge.
Paul Valley is definitely a tragic figure, which helps too. Like he's crazy. He's not really inherently like an evil character like the Joker. He goes off the deep end and he does really messed up stuff. But he is ultimately really trying to work for his own redemption. So it works on that as well.
Okay. All right then.
But yeah, this is a Bruce. What were we talking? This is a Bruce Wayne
murderer. Bruce Wayne murderer.
So we're doing this stream because, to set the context, we found out about Bruce Wayne murderer from the back. Okay, go full circle. The Batgirl. We found about the Bruce Wayne murderer during our Batgirl read through, and it had a really good issue. Because they were all really good issues.
Yeah, Batgirl was just consistently really, really fun and solid.
Man, I could go and read some Batgirl. Bruce Wayne murderer turned out to be trash.
Wasn't that good?
It was not good. But so we decided to do a rewrite stream. But before that, Ninjato decided to read Bruce Wayne's Fugitive, and it turns out that this is so. I also read New Gotham, which is the lead up to Bruce Wayne Murderer Fugitive. And it ends. So it turns out we're in the awkward position where the whole saga is the horse on fire meme, and then the horse being a stick, and the horse being on fire meme.
This is just a middle section that's just really not good. Just
yeah,
poo poo.
So and the rest of us. So I've read New Gotham, Ninjato has read Fugitive, and the rest of us have read nothing else. So
I've only read the murderer stuff.
So we are going to do a rewrite, but we do need to figure out what we're going to rewrite. I think we should do it from the ground up as its own.
I feel
just going off the concept of Bruce Wayne being a murderer, framed for murder, and going on the run. I think we should just create it from the ground up rather than.
I do feel like if we do that, that will just lead to its own thing. Cause it's. I'm not saying it's impossible to just rewrite Murderer and then tie that into already a pre-existing Fugitive run, but I feel by the same time things would have to change either way. I think.
Yeah, but we don't really know. We don't, aside from Ninjato, we don't really we don't really know the full layout of the conclusion to the story, and I think it would be awkward if it's just Ninjato rather than the rest of us having full complete knowledge of all the issues. Trying to rewrite Murderer when the rest of us haven't read the second half of the story. So I think we should just do it ground up.
Well, based on what Ninja was saying, Fugitive is good. Well, because you said it recontextualizes, or at least some explains the best it can actions taken in Murderer, but which is okay, but I feel like that's more, that kind of just feels more damage control than anything else, because I'm gonna be honest, some of the stuff that a lot of stuff that just goes on in Murderer is just I don't
a mess.
I don't like it.
Yeah, and stupid.
And stupid. Okay, of course we were complaining a lot about this. One of my biggest complaints about the whole Bruce Wayne murderer arc is the fact that everyone's collective IQ except Dick, because Dick's an MVP, just drops to less than 100, double digits, almost single digit. Because why is the Bat family all of a sudden doing this whole maybe Bruce did do the murder, maybe he did do it, who knows, he might have just snapped. Whoa, just saying. And Dick's the only one in that family other than Alfred, because Alfred's also the MVP, but really it was Dick that just going, what are you guys talking about? That's stupid. Why are we even questioning if Bruce did in the first place? That's stupid. Nightwing really was just the best part of the whole arc, man. He was great. Dick's the MVP. But everyone else just, I don't know, perhaps he did it. Who knows? Ooh. And then And then on top of that, right, we got the whole thing with Bruce, right, where he just goes, "All right, you know what? Being in prison has made me vulnerable." And I can't be vulnerable because it reminds me of when my parents died. So you know what? I'm gonna cut off all my emotional ties to the rest of the Bat family. That's right. I don't need them. They make me weak. You know what? Bruce Wayne in general is weak. I'm just gonna be Batman 24/7. It's like, what are we doing? Why are we doing this? Bruce, you're like, how many years now into your, vigilante career as Batman? Why are you doing this now? Why are you doing the whole I have to cut all ties with my family. They hold me back. It's like, what are we doing, Bruce? Shut up. Get back in your cell, you crazy old man. So, and then so like honestly, like the whole when you got a whole like story called Bruce Wayne Murderer, and Bruce Wayne is framed for murder, that sounds like a really fun idea, because like now you gotta think of like, oh shit, well, how are they gonna like get out of this? Because one, obviously, if Bruce Wayne is thrown in a jail cell because he's being framed for murder, well then how can he do Batman stuff? Like, what's going on? Like, that sounds like fun. That sounds fun. But it wasn't fun. It was kind of poo-poo. So, yeah. So, really at the end of the day, I think, like, just don't want Bruce and the rest of everyone else in that family IQ to just drop. Except Dick. Dick again. I'm literally sucking the proverbial dick of Dick Grayson, because my gosh, he was literally the only smart guy in that whole story. So, but yeah, that's just me. That's my opinion. That's my 2 cents. Whoa! Even though we're not even doing the podcast right now. So, all right. So, what was I? So, at least from. So yeah. So I think going forward, I agree with Mashnik's idea. We should just rework Bruce Wayne Murderer, and then just go from there. See what comes up. What happens afterwards. So,
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, you saying something, Joe?
Yeah, sorry, my brain is distracted for. I'm doing something else at the moment, so
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So, so right now at the moment, like we could, obviously we could, go more in depth and all that. Right now, kind of like how we similar to like when we were doing the whole the Gundam writing stuff, like rewriting things. I got like basic stuff, like what we can keep and what obviously we should change, right? So obviously one most basic thing to keep, obviously, of course, is Bruce is framed for murder, because that's the whole point. He's framed for murder, gets tossed in jail.
And then Bruce Wayne is a fugitive. So he is on the run.
Bruce Wayne
trying to figure
becomes a fugitive and is on the run. So that's obviously the two most important things we gotta keep. And then and of course, Bat Family trying to solve the case. Who's the real murderer? Who's framing Bruce? That's the true question that they need to ask. Did Bruce did he not? Who's trying to frame Bruce? So that's
I do like the idea that we have a agent and a sort of mastermind like Lex and David. I think the agent. I liked the idea of Clayface.
Ooh.
Like there is like we were talking in the Bruce Wayne murder stream. Clayface impersonates Bruce Wayne and just has him like on camera murder. Let's just use best from Fairchild. Best.
Yeah.
Vesper Fairchild.
It's like all you can even give Bruce an alibi. Bruce as an alibi to the Bat family because he was like he was being Batman with them. But everybody else doesn't know that. And Bruce can't reveal that, so tension.
So, alright. Hold on, let me just write down obvious, the big change. No one's arguing about if Bruce did or not. Also, Bruce is not cutting all his emotional ties. That's stupid. That's...
Like, so for me, I am trying to think about what do we want for the arc? Like, what's kind of the point of the character arc for Bruce at this, for this story? Like, I'm assuming we're trying to have the restriction of, we're trying to fit the Batman era that he's in. This story takes place in this specific era.
Post No Man's Land.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're not.
We have the elements that are right after No Man's Land. So
yeah, so we
sorry, you're saying
we can't have like the benefit of like, hey, we can do Hush, we can do some like other like element like Court of Owls, for example. We can't have the Court of Owls be involved. It's just strictly what we have in that era of comics, right?
Okay. Alright.
One thing I would like to say, this is titled Bruce Wayne Murderer and Bruce Wayne Fugitive, not Batman Murderer and Batman Fugitive. So I think we should make it much more Bruce Wayne centric for Bruce's what he does and what it's about in the story. It's more about Bruce Wayne than Batman.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were about to say something, now?
I don't know what I was gonna say. Carry on.
Oh, okay.
I should be very intelligent.
Exactly.
Well, I guess, well, okay, let me, what, I guess I should ask, like, so, like, this, like, this taking place after the whole No Man's Land thing, right? What exactly is, like, Bruce's state of mind at this point? Like, is he really gonna crack?
I don't think let's say that there's enough of a buffer between No Man's Land and then that we could really do whatever we want with Psyche.
Okay.
Yeah, like in the context, they kind of highlight like what happened recently, especially in Fugitive, just to kind of put it into context. Like Lucius Fox left the company.
Lucius is gone?
Yeah, Lucius is gone at that point.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, and then Jim Gordon got shot.
Right. Jim's dead.
I do want to know.
No, he's not dead. He's in a coma.
Oh, he's in a coma. Okay, so like Duke from G.I. Joe. Oh my gosh, he's in a coma. I'm pretty sure that should have killed him. No, he's in a coma.
No. He's actually dead. He drowned in that well.
You drown in that well.
Because a fucking course they would kill off Duke.
But okay, so Jim's out of the picture because he's in a coma. All right.
Yeah, like there's a new chief of police, like new commissioner, and she has like not as great a relationship with Batman. Like she takes down the bat signal and stuff. Like
okay.
a new image, and
so
yeah,
okay.
I've been reading Bruce No Man's Land, and the police commissioner, while they're not antagonistic towards Batman, they are trying to make Gotham's police their own reliable institution where they don't have to rely on Batman.
So
you know, they're not antagonistic, but they do want to be more independent, responsible by themselves.
Do you think
to take a picture?
Was it
Given that he never has.
Oh, you know, actually now remembering, I think Not was talking about this a bit ago when we first read Batman Murder and stuff. Like, I think you said not like the idea kind of like the police, like after No Man's Land, like the police force really just kind of like needs a W, so like or like something like that.
Like it's something where like after Gotham left martial law and started becoming normalized again, like there's still chaos on the streets, which, you know, for Gotham it's a day ends and why. But and like while there's still like, you know, you could say that there's still a ways apart. Nothing's in order yet. So like when Batman, like when Bruce Wayne, you know, the wealthiest and most philanthropic, like,
and the one that was like trying to get Gotham to rejoin the United States.
Yes. Him turning out to be a murderer is a terrible, like, would be a terrible time around this moment. Because you're trying to build hope back into Gotham. You know, in a moment where it almost just completely collapsed. Like it has gone through cynical and nihilistic collapse. So like the police, I imagine their role here is we're still trying to reorganize ourselves, but we don't see any hope in Gotham. Yeah, it's like I want to imagine, yeah, like give it sort of the kind of the more modern portrayals of Jim Gordon before, you know, Jim Gordon around Batman Year One. Not Batman Year One itself, because you know, that Jim was more agreeable, but just the idea of like, no,
if you want
tired,
like, just you know, there is things like there is things that are constant in this world. Like a murderer is a murderer.
No, didn't I?
That's not what Jim believed, but it's just like essentially Jim believed that a policeman's job is to do crime. It's to do crime.
It's to prevent crime.
It's to prevent
crime.
Like he is an officer through and through.
Exactly. And Batman taught him the most important lesson that sometimes having a friend who can reach the places that you can't may not always be a bad thing. Like compared, which it's flies in the face compared to say like the crime families, where having friends outside the forces were kind of seen as morally dubious, because they most likely would probably try to A, bribe you, or B, threaten you to get what they want. But with Batman and Jim, they're on the same page. Like they want they want justice for Gotham. They want Gotham's natural order to be
It just breeds.
Gotham's natural order to be uplifted. Something that that's something that should be the same with Bruce Wayne. Because Bruce Wayne all of his incarnations are public figures, but they're just as mysterious than anything. Like Bruce only ever shows what he wants to show. He only ever does what he wants to do. There's never a moment in time where he'll be caught by surprise by something. It's always like curated, like a Patrick Bateman almost. And that has to be because like any form of indication that he is, say, the Batman, is renders everything in jeopardy. So the cops in this story are kind of infuriating in the sense of there's never a sense that you ever believe their minds can be flipped.
Yeah, that was pretty much the same in Fugitive as well. Like they were like stalking. One of them was stalking Pennyworth. And like he would ask him, it's like, you really think he's innocent? And basically that the whole reason is to reveal that Penny is their whole role in the story. My best guess is to kind of reveal Pennyworth's character because he was out of the picture for a while, apparently.
Are you saying the whole point is to show Alfred's holding this whole family together like duct tape?
Find out with a search on
Pretty much, and also is the one who's like fighting for Bruce, like in his own way.
So it turns out this is not a Bruce Wayne story. This is an Alfred story. My man Alfred Pennyworth is the GOAT that's literally holding this whole family together.
Like yeah, it's.
Chief's extraordinary.
Hey Ray.
Like yeah.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
This is clearly like my main problem. Like the main problem with Murder was that it's clearly was meant to set up Fugitive because like if you look in the in our comic crypt, like I posted images of like the inciting incident about it, where Ed Brubaker wrote like the first is a conversation I had with Bob Schreck around the time of writing my first script for Batman. I was pointing out that in the Bat Bible, there's a line that says something like, Batman is the real person, Bruce Wayne is a mask, and he's not insane. That just seems so wrong to me. If that wasn't insane, what was? I suggested doing a story called There Is No Bruce Wayne, which would delve into that idea. That wasn't in the cards at the moment, but Bob reminded me of that conversation when we all sat down to plot this storyline. It's saying, see, it all comes full circle. Like, so, like, this idea of it's clear to me that this whole storyline of Murder and Fugitive was to kind of give the response to that idea, was to challenge the idea that Bruce Wayne is the mask and Batman's the real person. Because in Murder, you see Batman, the person being shut out, and then he kind of learns about how much, no, he's also Bruce Wayne. Which is why they had the storyline, like an issue where one of the old detectives of Bruce Wayne's parents' murder basically gave him the box, the old case file box in his like deathbed, like he's there dying. He gives Batman the box of the old case files for him to basically, as him trusting Batman to solve that murder. Like Batman doesn't solve the murder of the Waynes yet, but it was served to kind of remind him of who he was, about that one night that changed everything. And that's like challenges like, hold on, no, I am not like the issue kind of goes as like, oh, I thought that Bruce Wayne was the mask and I was the real person. It's like, that is not true. I am all of it. Like, because he points out, it's like, my values, my principles are not from Batman, it's from my father, Thomas Wayne. So for me, like, a good rewrite of this, like, I want to keep that idea of like to challenge the idea of Bruce Wayne's the mask and Batman's the real person. Like, I think that's like the core that we need to challenge, like that, because that was kind of the whole point of this whole arc. We keep that, and that will help us focus on in terms of character writing, and thus we can have frustrations with the Bat family, have like Batman trying to cut out his family, like lean into him being Batman and not Bruce Wayne, but then come to in terms with that.
Yeah, I understand. It's okay. Hold on. So I mean, we can still keep like the core idea, right? That like I honestly like the core idea, right? Of, you know, the whole point of this is tackling that, you know, that question, is Bruce Wayne the mask and all that. I get it, but I don't know.
It's been done to death.
Well, no, it's not that. It's just we can still do that idea, but like I'm still gonna like if
Look,
Bruce,
your main
Bruce,
frustration was that when your main frustration just comes from reading in the actual comic about how it was done, how the idea of Batman cutting out from his family, and on that, like,
because like I just don't vibe with that idea in the first place at all, unless, I'm not saying there can't be, extraordinary circumstances, and maybe we could come up with one, but like Bruce willingly cutting off his entire family after how many years he's been doing Batman now?
Let's say this is like a Nightfall explanation where we have like a ton of build up, and this is like just like the explosion at the end. Like if we were writing Batman, we're the Batman writing team. I'm on.
Yeah, and like
I'm
at
on,
this
you know-
case, if like think about it, we're at the point where we just did No Man's Land. Like Bruce has already was saving the city. He had 2 key allies off the board of like Luke Fox and Jim Gordon. Like they're off the board. Nightwings is like doing his own thing in Bloodhaven, and
Yeah, but Dick's been doing Nightwing for how long now?
well, yeah, but let's and you know, like he's doing his work day in and day out, like with his dogged I can't remember. I'm at a loss for words for a bit. But the whole point is that he's already in a good state of like enough stress that this could provide a good challenge. Like unless you want to go more drastic about a bad family member getting killed.
No, I don't want a bad family member to be killed. I just I don't know. Again, it's just the whole idea in general of Bruce cutting off his family. Okay. Let me. Okay, I feel like I should emphasize. It's on paper that's not necessarily a bad idea to explore. My real problem is just, again, you're doing this kind of story. How many years now he's been doing Batman, and he's just now deciding, yeah, I'm gonna just cut off everyone.
Well, that's why we're the Batman writing team. We have like a few like a year or two after No Man's Land of issues that we can build up to this. I think like this would make insane. This will make sense in context of writing efforts.
I suppose.
Like we don't have to do like we're here for just Bruce Wayne murder and future. We don't have to we don't have to explain the bill.
Yeah,
we just need to explain the.
I guess.
And like just to let you know, Chinggis, like after this arc is Hush, the most famous Batman storyline.
I don't know. I guess this is just a
which by the way, Chinggis serves as like a mini reboot for Batman.
Oh, okay.
At that point. Because like in that story, it's like the core of that story is like Batman and Catwoman's relationship, but it's a whole bunch of excuse to have there's like a mystery element with Who Hush, but throughout that storyline it's just Batman encountering his famous rogues gallery at one point, like one after another.
I guess this is just I'm not gonna lie. I guess what this sounds like to me. It's just me having to face the consequences of how just comic books work. Just sometimes story like you get confused by why a character is doing some random ass thing all of a sudden, and you have to no, it's not random. There's a whole year that builds up to this. Like I didn't read a whole year's worth of Batman just to get to this point. So like to me, it comes off just. What's happening? Why is he doing this? What are we doing? Okay.
So why is this Sasha Beaumont woman here? What is all this about? Like,
well, okay, Sasha Beaumont thing. I don't really mind, except for the fact that she.
Rid of it.
I was gonna say
the
only thing I would complain about the whole Sasha thing is how she immediately becomes irrelevant.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like for me, that's kind of the problem with it. Is that we get like this weird middle ground in the first half. It's a lot better in the second half because we get to like a good payoff, and then especially in Aftermath where she joins Checkmate, which is actually well done. But like the main problem I have with it is that middle ground of she is irrelevant enough to not contribute to the overarching story of the storyline.
All right.
But she is also given a lot of screen time to show that she is important because she is an important character connected throughout the era that she's a part of. Like the way they built her up.
Okay. All right then.
The thing that I think like just kind of ignoring the build up and the many years he has with the Bat Family. The thing that gets me about it is just the declaration of it.
Yeah,
It's
it was heavy-handed in the. It was so ridiculous.
They make me weak. I can't feel vulnerable like that night again. Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, it would have made sense if he was sprayed by fear toxin.
Scarecrow's in on this as well.
Why not? Like we have multiple. Like
let's try to limit our amount of Batman.
No, but here's the thing. Like, remember, in the way this story worked was that you not only have the main story, it's also interweaved with like occasionally a villain of the week. Like a villain shows up, and it's its own adventures, but the reason why it's part of the storyline is the subplot on it that ties it together, and the major story is to highlight an important beat, so we can have like a simple Scarecrow story, right?
Okay.
And the reason Scarecrow is part of the story, like he's not like a major focus, he's just an encounter Batman has to face, like but the exposure to the fear toxin exposes the fear of loot of that his family is making him weak because of his his connection to them. He is afraid of, which he wrote in the diary, like in his personal file of the fear of losing the loved ones again.
Yeah, I get that. It's the I understand. It's the classic trope of, oh, I don't want my loved ones to get hurt. So, in my whatever logic I've come up with, I feel the best way to do that is to just cut them off, so that way they don't get hurt by me or whatnot. And I understand that.
I think the thing about like the thing about like, oh, I need it's like, oh, the decision to cut off the family, not because of the fear of losing one, but just the idea of, oh, they make me weak. It's no, that's not Batman.
No, it's not.
Batman doesn't care about, like, Batman doesn't care about strength because he knows that, or like, I'm gonna say this right. Batman doesn't care about strength because he knows that he'll be, like, he knows he has at least a skillful or more intelligent way of getting through a situation. Like with Bane, he can't match Bane like punch for punch.
Yeah.
Like that's insane. That's suicidal. But like, he knows that there is a way that he, even with someone as intelligent as Bane, that he could outsmart Bane. So it's this aspect of needing to cut the people who are closest to you, in the vain attempt to try to remedy what is lacking in yourself. That's not Batman. it makes more sense just from the idea of, if I get a Jason situation again, I don't know what I'm going to be again. I don't know how I'm going to be in the afterwards. Just that fear of knowing that, like,
another Jason situation.
I've seen like my parents died, and I've seen a boy as close as my son die. Am I that should be a sense of strength. Am I strong enough to get through that again?
Yeah, and then like you can have like if we're gonna put in the context of like the two things, you got like again, James Gordon got shot, and Lucius Fox is out of the picture. Seems like a tragedy or something happened. So like it's just
Jason's dead. Jim's in a coma. Lucius quit.
Or maybe died. I don't know, because he like at the end of the arc, end of Fugitive, he goes to the Fox's home, and it's kind of written like gone.
Oh.
I just don't like the whole aspect of that Bruce Wayne murder just simply being I need to kill Bruce Wayne. For me, it really should be a story about having Bruce, like, in order to fully complete himself, Bruce needs to meld himself with Batman. Like,
yeah.
Not where the sense where he needs to, unveil himself like the ending of Arkham Knight. But like he needs to not deny aspects of himself. Simply because he thinks it's easier or simpler.
Honest with me, and wait either way, whether he's in the picture or not.
The decision to leave the Bat family out of his investigation should obviously come from a decision of Bruce Wayne, not Batman. Because Batman's a symbol. Nothing can kill Batman. Bruce Wayne's a man. And he's just as fragile as many of the others he calls family.
Yeah. So, all right. So we could still do the whole Bruce cuts off the ties, because but now it's because it's not because they make him vulnerable. I can't feel that feeling ever again like that night.
But also, I think that lends into what I kind of wanted to do, where it was Fugitive is in the logical conclusion where he's a fugitive from everybody, including the Bat family. So he's like cutting down. He's trying to find the murderer, but he's also trying to run from the cops and his own family as they think he's like gone off the deep end and they're trying to reel him back. Let's say he can get an ally and maybe Cassandra Cain, as she also kind of has those like.
So, the nurse lady, we can have the nurse lady who knows I think she's supposed to be like one of Batman's old. Yeah. And also Catwoman was like a part of Fugitive.
Do a Catwoman romance.
Well, yeah. Well, here's the funny part. Hush is the storyline where Batman reveals himself to Catwoman.
Bruce.
No, fuck
Just-
that. Fuck Hush. This is going to be the. All right, let's do. How about this? Let's do that. Let's have Bruce reveal he's Batman.
Bruce is gonna reveal
In this arc.
he's Batman to Selina.
Yeah, Hush is not that good of a story.
All right.
I don't like Hush. I don't like Hush very much. It's not good.
All right.
It's an iconic story, but the mystery aspect is not.
The best
Good.
stuff from Hush was when Paul Dini did his run on Detective Comics. He did a whole bunch of stuff with Hush, and that was very good. But the actual original Jeff Loeb story sucked.
Wow.
It was fine.
It was a mess.
I like the Batman. That's my answer to that. that's
Yeah.
my answer to
Yeah.
Hush.
But also,
I like the Batman movie.
but we like if all right, let's have put in the allies as a Catwoman. Do we want to do Cassandra? Tompkins?
Sure. Like,
Well, okay. Hold on. I guess I should.
okay,
write
you
down.
know, like I do kind of want to have David Cage to still be the agent.
Hold on. I guess I'll just say it right now.
How about this? How about
Bruce's
this?
Allies.
Let's have David Kane be the mastermind.
Oh, okay.
Well, sure. You know what? Cause you know, like he did the whole. There was you said Ninja, like the whole thing was he was like, it's all fueled kind of
having
like
it-
by like a pettiness
like
and jealousy
basically,
towards
so
Bruce.
just to explain what happened, so Lex Luthor hired David Kane to mess with Bruce Wayne specifically. He doesn't know that Bruce Wayne's Batman. So, but David King figures it out
Oh, okay.
as soon as he gets the job.
Mm.
And thus he did it, and the way he kind of did it was to basically make Batman more of a monster. To basically screw you, and also about his daughter.
Yeah.
It's like, you're worthy to be my because he doesn't understand Cassandra at all.
Mm.
Yes.
And like Batman literally tells her, "It's like, you don't know your daughter. Talk to her. Be a dad."
It's like,
So should
Yeah.
like so I guess that I have to ask then, if we want to keep David Kane, like his motive still the same and all that, with like the whole like, oh, why are you a better dad than me? Are you a better dad than me or what? Do we want to then also like push Cassandra to be more of a like more involved in this? Cause gotta be honest, Cassandra didn't really do much. Okay, she like
I would say
like she like
I would
she
say
she found
would
out
say-
how David did the murder, you know, like with the whole like the nerve thing
yeah.
and all
And
that.
by the way, everyone thought that David was dead because remember in Batgirl when like David's location got blown up, the
Oh.
assumption was that he died, but it was a fake death because no body.
yeah. And then you could let's say we have two halves of this. We have murderer and we have fugitive. Let's
Yeah.
make Clayface the villain of Murderer, and then David Kane be the villain of Fugitive. Where at
So-
the end they think they
all right. So we're making David the guy who planned this thing, all this out in the first place. So he's gonna be the mastermind who framed Bruce, and
Yeah.
then you want
Okay, how about this? Okay, here's actually his plan.
okay.
He has Clayface kill a person, you know, on screen.
Let's
But
say
then,
just. Oh no, excuse me.
like, on TV, one of those things that people recognize that everyone thinks that Bruce Wayne did it. But David Kane then commits a murder, pinning it on Batman.
Okay.
So that is the one that causes the Bat family suspicious.
I don't think
No,
the Bat family. I don't like that. No. I don't think there should be any there shouldn't be any suspicion. There shouldn't be any suspicion at all. It's just that they think.
Like they can still think that Bruce has gone nuts.
The conflict between the Bat family and Bruce is that they think, in order to prove his innocence, he's gone nuts and got off deep end, and is like breaking and is like doing damage to both his Bruce Wayne persona and himself.
But I do not like the idea of them doing the whole stupid argument of maybe Bruce did kill her. Who knows? Ooh.
If we do that, it would okay. Here's the thing. The thing is, we know that we would only take that part, condense it down to one issue.
Even then,
I really don't like it.
Even then,
I feel like I wouldn't mind like a page where they float the idea around, but it's shot down pretty fast.
By the MVP Dick Grayson.
Let's say you have spoiler in there as like she's the new member to the Bat family. Sure. She doesn't really know stuff. She floats the idea around, but like these people who have been with Bruce a decade, 15 years plus, shoot it down pretty quick.
You know what? Even Cassandra's kind of new, right, to being Batgirl at this point. So like she could have her
I honestly,
doubts,
based on the writing, Tim Drake would definitely float the idea because he's the detective, and he seen Batman at like his most depressed. Maybe he could be the one.
Well, okay, if we want to do the whole like detective thing, then like the idea has to be shot down very quickly.
Pretty quickly. I think Spoiler is like the perfect person to do it because she doesn't have much experience with Batman at all. She doesn't know him very well. Tim's gonna he's not even gonna consider him being he's gonna be like he would consider it, but I don't think he would consider it seriously enough to even like voice it out loud. But I think Spoiler would, and then say like Jake and Tim would shoot the idea
I think
down.
it'd be okay. Okay, if we're doing this whole thing, I think it's fine if like some characters have like the thought in their mind, like they have like it's like an intrusive thought more than anything else. That like for example, like maybe Cassandra, intrusively has like a doubt, like intrude her mind, but like it's not gonna be, but like this isn't gonna be something that everyone's gonna be.
The main thing I'm trying to figure out, and this is kind of because remember this is Batman, we gotta have like a mystery element to it, right?
Well, the mystery is obviously
the mystery element is
Bruce.
Who framed Bruce? Yeah,
that's the mystery. Who framed him?
It's not. Did Bruce? That's our whole issue from Bruce Wayne Murderer is that it wasn't who framed Bruce.
It's who framed Bruce and how. Like that was the question. Like how? Like who? Who
did it? How
why?
And why? Like.
And so the thing is that the problem is that the mystery was focusing on why everyone is assuming that Bruce did it and people are arguing if Bruce not do it, but that's not the mystery. So I'm trying to figure out the central mystery of like So we know David Kane is going to be the mastermind, and we know why.
Oh,
He's-
can I?
Oh,
Can I change?
What?
Yeah, shoot your
Can I
idea,
change-
not.
I don't want Lex in the story. I think Lex
Yeah.
comes
Oh,
out
yeah,
of
no.
nowhere.
No.
We haven't talked about Lex at all.
no,
I don't
no.
think any of us have- I don't think
like,
any of
we
us
could
have
get rid of
even-
get rid of Lex Luthor.
Essentially,
Let's just
it just becomes a big thing because they have Checkmate and NSA
I don't know
stuff
if
going
we
on in the
since we
background.
but since we're not doing Sasha Bordeaux, we wouldn't really have any
I don't know what
interest in doing check.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what the deal with Checkmate even is.
Yeah. Well, let's simplify it. It's David Kane and Clayface.
But I also like a third prong
Okay.
where someone pays David Kane to ruin Bruce Wayne, and then from there David understands, oh shit, Bruce and Batman are the same.
Yeah, that was the point of Lex. Lex was kind of the person.
I think we should. I don't think it matters who hires David Kane. We can make it like fucking like Roland Dagger or any like.
Maybe David just did this on
Any,
his own
like-
volition. Like he wants to get
Yeah,
back.
I think I kind
he
of
wants to
prefer-
get he wants
I
to
like
get
the
back
idea
at
that yeah.
like just on his own volition. He wants to get back at Batman, and like through this process of trying to get back at Batman, he realizes, oh, Bruce Wayne's Batman.
The reason I kind of bring it up is because like part of me kind of would like something that would like a problem that addresses the surface level of Bruce Wayne that kind of spills into eventually learning the deeper aspect of him.
I think maybe instead of somebody hiring David Kane, it could be a red herring that is doing something else that maybe is a sort of, he's not with David Kane, but he's a third party doing something else to attack Bruce Wayne, which makes it look like he's the guy who hired Clayface. But he's just an enemy of Bruce Wayne independent.
All right. Because I do like, I still do like the idea of David Kane doing this to like out of the twisted sense of wanting to see like Bruce is perfect for his daughter.
I agree with you. I also agree with you about that there should be something that addresses an enemy that addresses sort of the Bruce side of things, the surface level Bruce side of things. But I also think that, David Kane is hiring Clayface. We don't need somebody hiring David Kane. That's just, which is a bit too much.
Maybe the red herring, like a good mystery, we can even have multiple red herrings. Like maybe maybe the person who, maybe Clayface was hired by both David Kane and this guy to do stuff.
Maybe instead of the hiring aspect, it could be a domino effect where one plot informed the other.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
it's
maybe that's how David Kane, like, how about this guy, like, much like how in the original story, Lex Luthor's plot was to just embarrass Bruce Wayne, and then David Kane hijacks it. How about we do a similar thing where this guy was gonna do a big plot to maybe get more publicity. Maybe it's like another philanthropist, like someone who's presented himself as like a billionaire philanthropist in Gotham, and he's mad that Bruce Wayne is like getting a lot of credit for saving Gotham probably.
Let's just use for just a new meta hat, Roland Daggert. You know, he's another like rich millionaire rival to Wayne. So use him for the purpose of the conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Alright.
another.
Hold on, real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick, I just want to say I'll be right back. I just gotta use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Mhm.
Take a quick pee.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, like, and maybe his plan was initially like.
Oh wait, I just realized we had a Roland Daggert in Clayface. It's just kind of funny.
That's funny.
But
like maybe the initial plan was he was gonna have like a higher Clayface to do like a something that embarrasses Bruce Wayne, and as like it was one of many fronts of like maybe he takes share of Bruce Wayne. It was like a ploy to take some shares from Bruce Wayne's Wayne Enterprise type deal.
and then maybe David Kane catches on that he's using Roland Daggert is using Clayface to do something, and then
basically
he hires
tells
Clayface
to go be Bruce Wayne to kill
Vesper Fairchild.
Vesper Fairchild, and at this location, and he also makes sure he could conveniently have a situation where people witness this. So
Works for me.
Yeah, but of course there's got to be some evidence, right, that people can go to the crime scene and investigate. And of course it's Clayface. There's some clay, like if maybe he accidentally like scraped across the ground.
I think it's a bit exhausting to go into like the little like the clue the minuscule clues.
Yeah,
let's just say we have those. Like it leads to Clayface.
I would like, in general, I would like just the murder scene to contain a lot of contradictions. It's like, you know, there's a lot of clay, so obviously it's there's Clayface, but it's like the
murder weapon is a giant question mark. It's a dagger with a question mark, or.
Like, you know, it'd be a cool idea. I'm not sure if we should do it, but this is just an idea to float out. What if the murder victim was never dead in the first place?
No,
what if that was part of Clayface?
Yeah. What if it is Dak, like the rich guy?
Yeah, that's a good idea. What if David Kane gives more money to Clayface to have him be Bruce to kill Daggett, and then that's like,
okay, here we go.
Does it really matter who the murder victim is?
All right, I'm back.
But also that robs us of a red herring.
All right.
Like an active participant.
No, okay. No. We can. Well, here's the thing: the red herring ends with the rich guy getting killed by David Kane. But he makes the crime scene look like Batman did it. But so the police force thinks that Batman is killing people.
Hold on. Catch me up real quick.
Okay, so this is the plan. Okay. So rich guy, right? Rich billionaire guy hires Clayface to embarrass Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
David Kane finds out about it, pays Clayface to instead fake the murder, right? And in the murder scene, there's like multiple contradictions going on.
Okay.
And then I was suggesting, because one of the suggestion was, hey, maybe this billionaire was murdered. Like, basically.
Wait, are we
But,
changing the
maybe-
murder victim?
We're floating the idea.
Yeah.
I would like to.
I don't think.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I don't think we should have Batman on the run from the cops. I think specifically Bruce Wayne should be on the run from the cops, and then, well, Batman should be on run from the Bat family, and then it would be able to throw another thing into there where Batman is trusted by the police, so he could leverage that against the Bat family in trying to dodge both pursuers.
Well,
it would be just a cool dynamic for the story. I think the police going after Batman is
we're trying. The whole point, right, is that, you know, Bruce Wayne is on the run, and so, you know, if he wants to you know, do what he does and figure and like just not only just, you know, do his, you know, usual activities, but also just, you know, figure out who's the, you know, the real mastermind. He probably is gonna have to, you know, take this opportunity to just pretty much be Batman 24/7 until Bruce Wayne's name is clear, right? So
which I like, which I think, you know, we've done. You know, Batman is a fugitive from the law, like a lot. I don't think it needs to be added here too.
I just don't think like him being on the run from the Bat family right now with our setup is not working.
Instead of being on the run from the Bat family, like obviously the Bat family are trying to solve this situation. Trying to solve the situation, but it's like every time, like, because I like the idea that every time they peel back something from the murder, they find something that feasibly Bruce Wayne in his persona cannot do. Like, I love the idea of like the Vesper having a broken jaw, like having like like Vesper essentially being dragged from the crime scene because of like the pressure point. Yeah, the nerve.
The nerve strike.
The nerve strike. That tells the Bat family that that tells the Bat family like this is someone who knows Batman. But also kind of tells it's also an important clue to the cop of wait. How could Bruce Wayne do this? Like Bruce Wayne doesn't seem like an individual who is capable of doing like nerve strikes and all that. Who is he? I think
so here's the this is not going to get us into a situation where how do Bruce breaks out if we want to make it believable.
It's
because if we want to have like the idea is like, oh, the nerve strike thing, like no way Bruce Wayne
it can happen in any number of ways. You know, like say prison riot happens and then Bruce just flips out. You know, that's a plausible explanation.
How did he break out in the first place?
He just
walked out.
He basically beat everyone up.
Yeah, we just need a little bit of cover, and then that would be a plausible explanation. Bruce Wayne.
I want.
It's not something we have to think too hard about. Like let's say that Bruce gets Killer Croc and Solomon Grundy or something to start a fist fight.
I got an idea. Okay, here's a crazy idea. Okay,
Wait, hold on, real quick. I just want to mention Mashing's idea just reminds me of that one episode of Avatar where they're trying to start a prison riot. Let me show you how it's done. Hey, everyone! Riot! Yeah!
That should happen exactly like that. Bruce Stone comes up to like some villain, and he's like, trying to get him into a fight.
You know what?
It's not working, so he just like.
You know what? You know what? It's like Penguin because Oswald's kind of small. Bruce Wayne just picks up Oswald, just goes to like the mess hall, throws him on the table. Riot! Yeah!
No.
Actually,
it would be Bruce.
actually, here's
it would
my-
be Bruce. It would be like, say, Killer Croc. He's trying to get Killer Croc to do it. So then Killer Croc goes on the table and picks him up, and it's frozen. He's like, right.
Okay, I got something.
Hey,
I got something. Okay.
Okay.
What if Cobblepot? I'm not sure if he's in prison at this point.
We can say he is. It doesn't matter.
It really doesn't matter.
No, but he's not directly involved here. Like, have him, like, this would be like a one issue part of this story, right? Where the main premise, and you have like the cover, basically, and Cobblepot sends an assassin to kill Bruce Wayne. That's not David King, but an actual assassin. And
Why?
Of course, Cobblepot is taking his revenge because the whole Waynes and Cobblepot family
Okay.
feud.
I think one aspect, probably not have it in the one aspect we can go with is like probably not have it in the prison, have it during the trial, where
Yeah.
Oh!
Okay. Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
Gotham's villains here. Oh man, Bruce Wayne. His trial is about to start. So they just seize the court. They seize
the court.
We can kidnap him and then ransom him for money.
Okay. Yeah, that'll work.
I don't know, somebody. I've been using Killer Croc a lot, so I guess say Killer Croc and his gang go up and
Waylon
Yes?
just like goes up to Bruce like you're gonna make me a lot of bucks.
you're gonna make me a lot of bucks, or I'm gonna hit you with a rock.
I'm not gonna lie though, the prison riot one's just idea though is more funnier. I'm kind of leaning towards that just because how funnier it is. Just like
it is funnier.
I like the courthouse idea, or maybe make it like I like the idea of like an assassination attempt, maybe.
Or we can do both. Let's say that it happens right before the court is due, but then the underworld, it doesn't get out yet that Bruce Wayne is gone, so somebody still goes in and attacks the courthouse. But then Bruce Wayne, in not prison but jail, would have escaped already.
Yeah, or maybe like he goes to the courthouse expecting Bruce Wayne, and instead it's Batman.
Like I don't think it matters which one, courthouse or prison.
the point is he escapes.
It's more of
Yeah, he
like
escapes.
it's more of like what's the interesting set piece. You
I
kind of
yeah.
want to.
Honestly, the prison. I'm really leaning towards the prison one because it's just really funny. Just honestly, I just like that.
Okay, so
Okay, actually-
if it is
actually,
a prison
I'm not
riot,
gonna-
I think I like it.
Hold on real
I
quick.
like it better if it was not Bruce's doing that the prison riot happens.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Bruce tries to initiate the prison riot. It's like Avatar. He tries to initiate a prison riot, fails.
No, I don't.
But then he's
No,
like-
I do not want Bruce to try to initiate
Okay.
a prison riot.
Okay, fair
Like,
enough.
a prison riot happens because it's Gotham's prisons, so of course it's gonna.
I think
It's on a cycle.
Can I just real quick? Can I real quick just say the idea just popped in my head like again like Avatar. Just I had the idea just Bruce for some reason in prison is actually like getting kind of close to Waylon, and so like he's trying to start ride, and Waylon is like instead of like trying to kill Bruce, he's like, Bruce, that's not how you start a riot. Let me show you how it's done.
Bruce is like, I was not trying to start a riot.
I was like,
And then Waylon goes and he chucks Cobblepot.
Just chucks Cobblepot. Everyone, riot!
Yeah, Bruce does something. Waylon thinks he's trying to start a riot. Bruce is like, no, Waylon, stop. Waylon's like, yo, Cobblepot, see ya. Right. All right, would that be acceptable, Ninjato?
Yeah.
Point is, Killer Croc starts the riot, and Bruce uses it as the cover to escape. That's really all that matters. So, all right. So now we know how he escapes to prison, and then that's kind of changed, but the basic idea still is the same, right? Bruce Wayne escapes prison and becomes a fugitive and is on the run. That's a lot of ands, and I know that's bad grammar, but whatever.
The reason why I kind of want Bruce Wayne to be on the run with the Bat family is because it would make him be stuck as Bruce Wayne through the story. So he is Bruce Wayne that is a fugitive. And he can't be Batman because all of his normal places are under lock and key.
Well, I mean, he'll probably find a way. Like, he probably has like a.
Yeah, true, but
like,
yeah, that's
he probably has like a, because you know like at this point, right? Bruce probably got like multiple like places throughout Gotham to like hide out.
Yeah.
So you probably
let's be honest. He has the master key, not them. Like
he's gonna find a way into like maybe like a hideout or something, and there's a spare Batman suit. Like, that's me.
I mean, part of me kind of like.
Oh, go ahead.
Part of me kind of likes just like, yeah, logically Batman would have like a. He have more bat caves around the corner than Starbucks's. But like, part of me kind of likes the like, kind of just the thematic element of, without his resources, Batman's got to go back to scratch and just like cobble together a vigilante suit for him to wear.
Oh,
say it could have a fun little romp where Batman tries to use the master code, but Oracle, being better than him at computers, has locked him out. In an attempt to flush him out, and then he's like, "Well, fuck! I didn't think they could have done that. Okay, I'm so proud of them. Now what do I do?"
Well, you know what? I still
okay.
Hold on. I still think he could still be Batman though. Like he grabs the suit, gets the suit in time, but then like Oracle still does her thing, where like the caves are all being locked down and all that. So he's got limited time. He's able to grab the suit and like little bits, and that's it. It's literally it's just only the Batman suit pretty much, and he has to do whatever, and he has to just work with that.
Or how about, or he has maybe he does that for like his initial backup Bat caves, and then he just deduces like, okay, I need to use that Bat cave, and if we reveal that he has a bare bones Bat cave, like super bare bones, like not.
Let's say he has to infiltrate Arkham to get into the Batcave under Arkham, and then that would be a fun little issue. And maybe that's where.
Maybe it's like maybe it's like an abandoned cave or something. Like, for some reason, like it's like sees like very little use. That's why it's so like run down and stripped, and like there's only pretty much just a suit and maybe like maybe like a grappling gun. That's about it. It's the most bare minimum.
That works.
So, but yeah, so like escapes. And now because Bruce Wayne is considered a fugitive, if he wants to figure out like who's really behind all this, he's gonna have to rely on just being Batman, and then I guess like through being Batman, right? The idea is like explore like can Batman really maybe it's kind of like can Batman really do all this without the Bruce Wayne persona to help out? Because like okay, here we go. This is truly just Batman only. Bruce Wayne can't if Bruce Wayne really was the mask, then here it is. This is just Batman only. Can he do all this without only as Batman?
Yeah, I agree, but I think we should have like a segment where he is just stuck as Bruce Wayne for a bit. I think that should be an important segment where he is stuck as Bruce Wayne.
I think that will be like an issue. You have like an issue where he is not without the bat suit, and basically he has to infiltrate. We can have it that he has to infiltrate the Arkham Batcave, right?
Or it doesn't have to be Arkham. Like,
I don't think particularly matters as long as it's a cool set piece.
Yeah.
And then he gets his little scrappy bat. Well, first off, he gets into a confrontation with like the other like Nightwing and Robin, and then it goes heated. He goes on the run. He evades them, and then now he's trying to get to the Batcave.
Like I think like the biggest like if we're gonna have this like a big set piece would be Batman versus the Bat Family. Like in terms of where like after a while where he gets back into his Batcave, back to his gear in the middle of his investigation, we need like like at least one confrontation where it's gonna be where you have like the issue cover of like him being surrounded by the Bat Family, like there's gonna be a throwdown.
Obviously, Cassandra sort of say Nightwing, Robin, and Stephanie are all trying to get him. Let's say Batgirl isn't there for obvious reasons that it would shut down the fight very fast.
And like have Cassandra like throughout the Batman issue like becoming more and more involved in the investigation. Like that's how we get like the thread more in that David Kane thread coming in.
Maybe she's doing some investigating separately, and that's like the B plot.
Yeah,
she could help out with. She could help out.
But I would say Bruce gets.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but the Nightwing would be in the
that's
fighting
true.
Bruce right now.
Yeah,
and then it would Bruce gets sort of overrun by the three of them, and he has to like just run out of there and then try to evade him, and then that'd be a neat set piece.
Like I would say like basically what would end up happening in my head, what would happen is that Stephanie gets stopped quick, boom, like.
Yeah, let's say it's. I don't want to get. I don't think it'd be a good idea to get. Well, excuse me. Sorry. You're saying.
Yeah, like 70 gets there, and then you have like Tim and at this point, it's just Tim and Dick Grayson kind of doing their whole thing, and basically the idea is that Batman is. He is still a veteran, even though he's outnumbered and they're all a skill fighter. Batman is still the top dog, but he is getting whittled down. And so like he like knocks out Stephanie quickly because she's the
you know
most
what, you know what I think would be
inexperienced.
you know what I think would be fun to show is that Bruce is still the better fighter, but
Yeah.
but the one thing that's like kind of hindering right now is he's raised some persistent ass children.
And also, they
Dick
have
is.
Like he
I
raised
think Dick is a comparable fighter to Bruce,
true,
so that's not good for Bruce.
but like
and then you
No,
add on
but
Tim,
I think like for the most
and then Stephanie.
I just think for the most part, like Bruce has trained. Like, the idea is just Bruce has trained these kids to just be persistent buggers. Like, sure, he could stomp them, but they're just gonna keep getting back up.
like I would say like basically the fight in my head, the fight would end the moment where the fight kind of quote unquote is basically Batman and Nightwing still standing, and like Bruce Wayne is kind of getting exhausted, is like finally just decided to throw like something happens in his earpiece. Is like maybe because somebody tells him like, hey, we found something or something else, and boom, smoke pelts and leaves. Like because Batman is using this fight as like some sort of bigger plan to later escape the situation. Like maybe they were ambushing him as he was gonna ambush as he was waiting for a bunch of criminals to show up. That's like somehow tied to the mystery, right?
Yeah, but long story short, a fight happens. He gets out. That's an issue.
Like, yeah, that's like the set piece. Like, I'm thinking more of like, okay, here are like the set piece moments, like the big moments of the arc that will get readers excited to pick up the issues, and because that's part of comic books. You want to come up with storylines that kind of hook people in.
Yeah, but now he's at the Batcave. He's getting it together. We want to introduce Catwoman and say Catwoman
during your patrol. It can be easy. Like
Catwoman figures it. Catwoman hears about this stuff, figures out where Bruce is.
Well, she doesn't know that Bruce Wayne's Batman yet. So
well, she figures out where the Batcave is. Let's say she has like previous knowledge of it.
Well, hold on. So are we? Hold on. So we want the identity to be revealed to Selena at this point. So like, I guess the question is Bruce, who's instigating it? Is Bruce the one who takes off the mask and shows Selena, oh, I'm Bruce Wayne? Or does Selena figure it out on her own?
I think we should have that. Well, obviously it's going to be Bruce revealing it to Selena, and I think that should be like the epic last moment of the arc.
Makes
like the literal last page is like just the one page spread of him taking it.
All right. I guess obviously now the other big question I can't believe I didn't ask. Why is he deciding now is a good time to reveal to Selena he's Bruce Wayne?
So okay,
let's say this is in the middle of a comic story, but it's also obviously this will be built up previously over our run.
Okay.
This is obviously the climax.
But if we're gonna just assume that we are this is our only arc, we can have it that Selena shows up actually earlier, like shows up like before the inciting incident, like team up like you have like an encounter, like there's an encounter in Fugitive where Selena and Batman tracks down, and there's like this inner gang war that involved the kidnapping, and Selena kind of guides Batman there, and so that could be like opening set piece. But you still basically to showcase her, and then maybe she shows up in the middle during this whole thing, during the initial part where Bruce Wayne's arrested and all that stuff, and then she shows up again, like basically having her show up repeatedly.
Okay, that's a good idea. She she'll have previous appearances in the arc. Though obviously this would be in the context of a run. I think that's
I'll
what
be right back.
we've been talking.
Okay, but
That's
still,
what we've been using so far. So,
but still, why?
because we
Like,
would
what's
it would
what's
be
the what's the instigating moment for
well she
Bruce
think, well
that
she
like
thinks
makes him go, I gotta take off the mask and show her.
I think we'll get to that once we figure out the story as we go along.
Okay.
We just got to keep that. We just got to remember that in the back of our heads, and we're like, okay, XXY, we're having a romance. She's been a great help.
Hmm.
Maybe she saves. Obviously, the two villains are going to be David and Clayface. Say David is the one that, and the two allies are going to be Batgirl and Catwoman. So obviously, David and Cassandra are going to be pitted against each other. But let's say Catwoman and Clayface are going to be pitted against each other as well. And then say in the Clayface finale, say he's the mini boss in the first half of the arc, but he's also with David at the second half of the arc as sort of his helping him out. Say Catwoman saves Bruce from Clayface, and then that's the big climactic moment, and Bruce is like, "Oh, this is so amazing." After this, Selena, meet me on the rooftop, and then Abby Wimble like pulls him. Like it's. I think the story is pretty logical.
Okay. Yeah. Obviously, we can figure out more specifics later, but I just
like it would be Catwoman would be helping him out, being like a sort of like on the run a previously on the run crook, knows how to evade the Bat family pretty well, so she's helping that, and that'll be sort of like their intimate moments and stuff like that. It's a good way to just use the comparisons.
Okay.
There.
All right, I'm back.
All right, welcome back.
Okay. So I was saying that so the layout of how the Catwoman story should go is that you have David and Clayface, and you have two allies too. You have Catwoman and Batgirl. Batgirl would obviously pit against David, while Catwoman would be pitted against Clayface. Throughout the arc, Catwoman and Bruce will be going into intimate. Catwoman will be helping Bruce as the next thief. She'd be helping him evade the law and the Bat family. And then climactic moment, they have the fight against Clayface and David Kane, and then Catwoman saves Bruce from Clayface, and it's like, oh yeah, so that was amazing. And they go up, and then he's like, maybe on the roof afterwards, and then at the end of it, last moment in the arc, he pulls back his mask. That's how the Catwoman stories, Catwoman sci-fi goes. Any notes? No, I'm like, do you guys have anything to add here, or is this just
no?
It's pretty solid.
Well, nothing at the moment, honestly.
Yeah, nothing at the moment.
Nothing at the moment. Obviously, this could be subject to change later on, but at the moment, I don't really got anything to say about that. So it could stay pretty much for now, unless again we think of something else. So
Like you could add some like previous beef of Clayface that Catwoman is having. Whatever. But what was it? Cassandra is I feel like Cassandra would naturally believe that Bruce is innocent.
Sure.
Like
Like-
she's just like
Yeah, but you can, especially when you can still have that issue in a Batgirl where she kind of goes through the Wayne Manor and sees when she realizes Batman's identity.
yeah. I also think that she obviously earlier in her run she's like, what's the secret identity? So she's not really going to understand just yet why the Bat family are freaking out about like on the surface destroying his Bruce Wayne reputation by escaping and going on the run. So she ends up helping him.
Like we can even still have that story, like that part where like she pulls out the body to do the next dig up the grave.
Like oh yeah, remember when she like wore like those face cosmetics and like the weird mask? Like that's the kind of thing I'm thinking of. But you obviously her B plot would be her becoming a detective. And then she would be helping solve the mystery with David Kane. And at the end, defeats David.
With the help of Batman, like, because it's still Batman's.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then she's also going to be obviously invested in Catwoman because Catwoman is a previously bad guy trying to be redeemed.
Yeah.
So they would get off pretty well.
All right.
I think also another cool aspect is that so the Bat
okay,
family.
but here's the funny twist with Catwoman and Batgirl.
Okay.
Catwoman is still Catwoman, right? And so she's gonna exploit Batgirls.
It's gonna be a funny little relationship with someone who's really naive, and the other one's gonna be like, all right, so Cassandra, the way the world works is X, X, Y. You got to screw these people over and beat the shit out of them, or something like that. And you get she's very morally dubious, even if she's trying to go on the straight and narrow.
At least like in her first team up with Batgirl, I just imagine that she screws over Batgirl without
I don't think she would be like screwing her over. I think she would be like a bad influence.
Yeah. Okay.
It's okay to steal. It's okay to steal from the bad guys. It's not theirs. I mean, it's not hers either. But
it would just be.
It's just a little spare change. That's
ours
all.
now, Cassandra. It was somebody else's, but now it's ours. But those people were evil. So who cares who cares about their opinion?
Who cares about their opinion?
I would also think that after seeing that Batgirl and Catwoman teamed up with Batman, obviously Dick and Babs are going to call in the reserves and say maybe they bring in Azrael, like Nutjob, Flaming Sword.
Oh no! I think Azrael just came to Gotham on his own. I'm sorry, he didn't need the reserves call. He went to Gotham as soon as he heard Bruce Wayne murderer on TV. He just goes, "Where's Bruce? Where's?"
All right.
It'd be, but Azrael would be a really cool part of it with the Flaming Sword. let's say also if we're doing our own we're the Batman writing team, this would be a cool way to introduce Azrael to Batgirl, and then follow it up later on in early 2000s 2 cents Bat family issues.
All right.
But let's say the Birds of Prey get brought in, you know, Black Canary and Huntress. Like they bring in a few other cool street level heroes.
All of a sudden, we have Pim Parker, we have the Atom being involved. Like, that's how the Atom gets involved.
It's just all a bunch of just hardened street level characters in the Atom for whatever reason.
No.
Why the Atom?
Why not?
Because he was in the Batman in the Bruce Wayne murder part.
Why? That's such
it's so funny.
Atom of all people.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say Ray Palmer was in Gotham for business and he ends up here for whatever reason.
Yeah, he's
I don't think I would actually pull the trigger on it myself, but I'm like, well, okay, I don't really want to fight about it. After that, tracking down, twists and turns. Roland Daggett gets killed by David Kane. I don't want David Kane, to be framing Batman, because Batman on the run from the law has been done to death, and at a certain point in his career, it's like, are we really doing this again? But he kills Roland Daggett. And then that leads back to David Kane. Insert grand climax. Fight with Azrael, fight with Clayface, fight with David Kane. Bing bam boom. Batman removes his mask.
Actually, so here's, I think Clayface actually gets taken out early. He takes it out at the Bruce Wayne murderer half.
Okay.
My idea was that he does get taken out during the Bruce Wayne murder half, but he's able to get away, so he does end up in the grand finale as well for like a cool set piece against a different character.
Okay. Basically, yeah. I was thinking like Bruce Wayne murderer is like, okay, we know who did the initial murder. On that, but like that's kind of like we get the murder mystery part finished, and now the second half is focused more on the run aspect,
the fugitive part.
Yeah, I agree. I do think it's Clayface. You can always just him being the main boss of Bruce Wayne murderer could be fine, but I do think it'd be neat to have him in Bruce Wayne fugitive. As a fight there, because not. All right. Do you guys? Is there anything else?
No, the other thing I was saying in the keep, the thing about so in the fugitive, the finale fight with David K. It was actually really good, because essentially what happened was the setup is that Batman kind of gathers the Bat family and explains gives you the solution to the mystery, and then it's like, we're gonna catch David Kane because he's getting his money payment in the original comic on this location, and Cassandra is like out of the operation because personal reasons. She's kind of sticking around in the Oracle's you know,
Oh
a
wait,
special
let's
Oracle.
say it's David Kane paying Clayface instead the other way
What?
around. Let's say it's the other way around. It's David Kane paying Clayface for the if we're gonna retry. Never mind. Just sorry.
Yeah. But basically, what happens is that they get the person who they think is basically there's two decoys of David Kane, and David Kane actually attacks Oracle at the tower and basically saying he overheard the whole conversation. And then it's revealed that Batman actually overheard. Batman planned that. So Batman was actually in the cave also fighting David Kane. So it was basically a big brain mind off.
I think that's really funny that David Kane is just gonna go around attacking a cripple.
Yeah, he attacked a cripple. She was about.
David Kane would attack a cripple.
Literally all he does is he just kicks Barbara like backwards, and you know she falls out of the chair, just like, ha! What are you gonna do about that, huh? But alright, so basically, we want like, you guys said you want like this like big like Batcave set piece to and like cap off like this big fight.
Well, so the twist could be if you want to add Clayface. Basically, one of the decoys could be Clayface. And thus you have some of the Bat family members fight. And plus it's on the Batcave. It's technically in Oracle's tower.
Oh.
You know, Oracle has that special
David Kane pushes down. David Kane ends up pushing down Oracle down a flight of stairs. Because he is an asshole.
Versus David Kane. Some family members fighting Clayface, who is acting as a distraction. There we go. Clayface, buddy, you distract the rest of the you distract the rest of Bruce's little buddies, and I'll give you $14, but only, but if you agree to this, you have to agree to come out. Over a $14 scratcher, deal. Clayface comes out of the closet because David Kane told him to, over a $14 scratcher. But anyways,
Great. All I could think about was like the Arkham Always Sunny situation. Riddler, Matt, come on. We all know you're gay. We all know you're gay. Just admit it. We're not gonna like you either way.
Oh, for the love of
Joker, this is grotesque.
this is oh god, this is grotesque.
This is grotesque.
Oh god, put some pants on.
Then put some pants on, for God's sake. At least for mine.
Joker's first effort or experience with Harley in this version is just Frank's psychiatric. Oh god! Oh, you've done it! You've unzipped me! Matt, we found a bike. Yeah? The bike in the basement? Anyways, okay. I guess other than that, I guess that's kind of pretty much what we got. Like, of course, there's details and all that can be added on and stuff, and like that's not even mentioning how like this would like work as like a full on like issue by issue story and stuff. But like for like broad strokes, I think we got something cooking. We got something going on here. So at least I think so. Now I guess so I guess the question now would be, do we want to continue like this idea? Like kind of like what we were doing before with like the whole like Gundam thing, like continue like writing this, or are we kind of just good with like basic ideas for now?
Yeah, look, it's good for me.
Just leave it as is for now. All right then. There you go. Yay! Yay! All right. So we got pretty much we pretty much got a basic idea going on for Bruce Wayne Murderer / Fugitive. All right, cause man, I did not enjoy Bruce Wayne Murderer. But shit, now I might have to read Fugitive. Oh well. Oh wait, hold on. One last thing though. I should add, just to keep. Dick Grayson is the MVP. I honestly want to keep that because he honestly was the best part of the whole thing, man. I honestly really liked Dick in this whole thing. He was just great. Just no, you guys are stupid. In fact, Dick's the only one who's like actually trying to solve this murder or mystery, when everyone else, including Barbara, are just going, oh, maybe he did kill her. Who knows?
Maybe he did kill her. Maybe he did.
He just snapped. It's like, Dick, you gotta slap some sense into the rest of the family, cause my goodness. So Dick Grayson is the MVP. All right. Well, in that case, then we got a pretty good idea going on, and yeah, here we go. All right. I can't do a Meatwad voice. Nick, can you do a Meatwad voice for me?
No, you don't get the Meatwad voice. Just whenever you ask for it.
Okay. Okay then. Alright. In that case then.
Understand your dynamic in this relationship.
Alright. Anyways, we're gonna call things here now. So, because I think we got a pretty good thing going on. So thank you everyone who came. Thanks for watching and replays and all that. Yeah. Don't know what I'm gonna do next week, but I don't know. I'll figure out something to do Tuesday. Actually, you know what? Now I think about it, I think next week are probably gonna be some consistent art streams, considering what I got cooking up. So, I mean, well, you want to be Blade, don't you, Nick?
Oh yeah.
So might as well use that opportunity to do some art streams. So, yeah. All right. Until next time. Good night.